Right now, the Bucks are back. What's new for fans this season?
We've got your out-the-door forecast. We're also timing out those next chances for rain right here in the 608.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford. Leah Lidscheid is on assignment this morning. There she is. We are kicking off the big Thanksgiving basket drive with the Goodman Center, and Leah is here to tell us all about how we can help out this year. Hey, Leah.
Good morning, Chris. I am in the Goodman Community Center's food pantry, and I've told you before, I'm always so impressed with how much fresh produce they have. I got to give you a little sneak peek here. Look at all of the Thanksgiving-ish vegetables. They have all of the different squashes, the eggplants. Right behind me, we have freezers just full of fresh food. We have avocado, lettuce, different types of radishes, everything you could possibly want here. Now, this, of course, is as we're on to day 2 of their Thanksgiving basket drive, hoping to serve up 4,000 baskets to 25,000 people here in Dane County. And we want to make sure that you know how you can help your own community in need this year. Here's the basics of how you can do that. Over the next 2 weeks, that's how long this drive goes. You can make a financial gift on the website goodmancenter.org. You or your business could host a food drive. So the Goodman Center has resources to help with this on their website, but basically you're just gathering up food amongst your colleagues. You could also host a virtual food drive where you post pictures on social media asking people to donate. Another option, volunteering some of your time working with the Goodman Center to put all of these baskets together. We talked with the center this morning. They said they're actually pretty good on volunteers, which is really a testament to how much this community has already given. Lastly, simply spread the word. Let people know that there's a basket drive going on. Again, happening for the next 2 weeks. Hoping to put together 4,000 baskets. The Goodman Community Center tells me this morning they already have 2,400 families signed up, and we're just on day 2, Chris. So a lot of people, a lot of need in our own backyard, hoping a lot of folks can step up and help out.
The need includes a lot of kids. Leah, how many kids are in need this holiday season that we can help out?
So 4,000 baskets will help 25,000 people, including 10,000 children. And the Goodman Community Center works with the school district to help pre-register folks who need baskets. That's where 1,000 pre-registers came from, of that 2,400 number that we already have signed up.
Man. All right, so we have some work to do. Thanks, Leah. We'll be checking back with you here in a little bit to learn more about how we can help this year. Well, the Bucks, they are going to be back tonight. The NBA regular season beginning just 90 days after the Bucks captured their first NBA title in more than 50 years. Milwaukee opening up the season against the Brooklyn Nets tonight. But before the game gets underway, they've got some celebrating to do. The team's going to be honored during a ceremony where they will let down the championship banner at Pfizer Forum. The team will also get their championship rings, which Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton both had a part in designing. Yeah, it's been just a few short months since fans packed the Deer District in the Pfizer Forum after that championship. Amanda Becker this morning gives us an inside look at the preparations for tonight.
There will be a lot of new things for Bucks fans to see at Tuesday's home opener. One of the most anticipated, the 2020 championship banner. It will be revealed at the ring ceremony ahead of the game. A new retail store will have high-end Bucks gear from different eras.
Retro is very, very popular, and they really play on that, and they do it the best of anybody.
There will be new menu items as well, rum drinks, chicken tinga tacos, but some of the old favorites will be back with an emphasis on local small businesses.
We've had a lot of partners and relationships over the past 3 years with a lot of these companies already. So we're excited to get their brands out there. Bunny's Bites, Signature Sweets by Kimberly Hall.
During the playoffs, the Bucks introduced mobile ordering from your seat, and that will continue to this season. Fans don't have to miss any of the game.
Our whole idea here is to really improve your experience, cut down on the wait times that you need to wait for food, and then get back to the basketball game.
Fans are excited. That's obvious by ticket sales. Bucks president Peter Fagan says that for the first time in franchise history, season tickets are sold out.
Quite a milestone for the Milwaukee Bucks as we enter our season this year as world champions.
Amanda Becker reporting there. If you don't have a ticket for tonight's game, you can also watch in the Deer District tonight. They'll be welcoming back fans. Chris Reese here now with your certified most accurate forecast. Chris, anybody headed to Milwaukee tonight shouldn't have any problems, right?
Not at all. It's another day of sunshine out there, and temperatures are going to be really mild for this time of the year. Now, we do have some rain chances on the way, but those rain chances, well, they're not here today. We have until tomorrow before we see more of that rain moving on in. But what is here today are those temperatures that are warmer than what we saw out there yesterday, especially this morning. 6 degrees warmer in Madison, Milwaukee, 7 degrees warmer, 6 degrees warmer as you work your way towards Green Bay as well. Check out northern Wisconsin. Rhinelander and Ironwood really coming in at the double digits warmer than 24 hours ago right here in Madison, 44 degrees. Yesterday at this time, it was 38. Feels better. Still warmer than normal for this time of the year. We still have a couple of spots that are in the 30s. Lone Rock is at 37, 38 for Boscobel this morning. Watoma even coming in at 36. Meanwhile, Monroe coming in at 48 this morning. Mineral Point coming in at 50. So it's comfortable for a lot of spots, especially compared to how things typically shape up for this time of the year. You look at Doppler track, it's all clear. We jump back towards the west. We're in the Rockies. This system right here is going to be our next chance to see some rainfall around here. We just got to track it and allow things to move on in, but it gets here towards tomorrow. So, that being said, 12 o'clock today, you are out and about. It is 66 degrees. We warm up towards 71 as we move towards, say, 3 or 4. Dinner time, we are still comfortable. Back into the mid-60s, then we'll only cool down to about 50 degrees overnight tonight because we keep that strong southerly wind in play. But by the time we get you towards the lunchtime hours tomorrow, we'll start to see those showers developing from the west and then working their way into town. They won't be widespread. Not necessarily in terms of being a washout, but we will see the scattered showers in nature out and about as we start to move towards tomorrow afternoon. A lot of that lingers with us as we start to move towards Thursday, but the reality is this is not by any means a super heavy rainfall event. In a lot of spots, it's going to be less than 1/10 of an inch. That's about as good as things really get. We'll have heavier chances to rain coming our direction as we start to move towards next week. I'm keeping a close eye on Sunday. Right now, looking a little bit cloudy. I have a slight chance of rain. You know, some of the models as we start to move towards Sunday bring us a washout. Other models as we move towards Sunday keep us completely dry. So I'm really trying to dig through all the details and find truth in that to give you an accurate forecast. But if you have weekend plans, especially that take you outdoors on Sunday, pay attention to that forecast because we've got to let you know how things are going to change.
There's your first warn. More sun than clouds this weekend?
At least for Saturday. Sunday could be completely different.
All right.
Yeah.
You're tracking it. Thanks, Chris. An update now on a missing 3-year-old boy. Milwaukee police want you to be on the lookout for 3-year-old Major Harris. He's on your screen right now. The body of the suspect in the Amber Alert, Jaheim Clark, was found along with the vehicle. Investigators say it appears Clark shot himself. His SUV was found outside of a laundromat in Milwaukee Monday. In response, police and volunteers have been canvassing a park in the area. Volunteers also searched a state forest. The man suspected in a deadly shooting at the Wilderness Resort is now facing reckless homicide charges. Court records show 24-year-old Ronan Matthews was charged last Thursday with first-degree reckless homicide. The shooting happened shortly after 2:30 in the morning on October 9th after an altercation. Matthews is being held on a $750,000 cash bond. Sun Prairie Middle School and High School back open this morning after a lockdown yesterday. This all follows a student walkout to bring awareness to sexual assault that got out of hand. The students were supporting other walkouts that have been happening in Madison that have called for action against a student accused of raping a female student. District administrators said that the event yesterday in Sun Prairie began peacefully, but some situations escalated between a few students. The district did not share any additional information about those situations. President Biden ordering flags to fly at half-staff today to honor the late Colin Powell. The former Secretary of State died this week. He had COVID, Parkinson's, and cancer. On Capitol Hill, he's being remembered as a unifying figure. Powell's decades of service were not without controversy, though. In 2003, the then Secretary of State told the UN Security Council Saddam Hussein was hiding weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. His assertions turned out to be based on faulty intelligence. He would later describe the speech as a black mark on his record that would never go away. Former Wisconsin Governor Tommy Thompson had a direct connection to Colin Powell. They both served 4 years in George W. Bush's cabinet. Thompson called Powell a true leader.
He was a family man first. He was a patriot. He loved the United States. He was a soldier. And I always loved to talk to him. He gave me some real good tidbits about war.
Thompson also shared this anecdote. Powell once told him that he compared going to war to going into a pottery store. If you break something, you have to own it, and to never go in without a plan to get out. Thompson also said, we should also recognize that Powell did a lot outside of politics in the military. Powell became the founding chairman of America's Promise, which is dedicated to improving children's lives. 6:10 now. Coming up, we are kicking off our big drive of the holiday season, how you can help families in need. Later, Amazon's big push to hire before the holidays.
This month, all Core-Tech waterproof flooring is on sale at Surgenian's. We offer the largest Core-Tech selection in Madison. Take advantage of unprecedented sale pricing with 18-month financing. Local, sustainable, Surgenian's.
Habitat homes are built and bought by the hardworking families that live in them. Through affordable mortgages backed by your donations, Habitat Dane County offers a chance for these families to invest in their future and their community. Please donate or volunteer today.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right. Visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
It's my 310, no exit in sight, migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy for any time, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where I am. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks CGRP protein, believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning, winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
We are back. Here is a chance for all of us to do some good this morning. The Goodman Center is kicking off its annual Thanksgiving basket drive, and they need our help. Leah Lynchide is here this morning with how we can do just that. Hey, Leah.
Good morning, Chris. Yeah, we've been talking all morning long about ways that you can give back to the Goodman Center's Thanksgiving basket drive. But this half hour, we really want to focus on the need right here in our own backyard. So I'm going to bring in John Leica with the center. Good morning.
Good morning, Leah.
So we have been talking in the 8 or 9 years that you've been doing this. Every single year, you see more need. But I don't think that we as Madisonians really understand what the need looks like in our community.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of folks who have a dual income household, and it's still not enough to enjoy a lot of the things that many of us do. Using food pantries is a really resourceful way to stretch your budget. Folks don't really want to depend on a food pantry for their groceries and to feed their families. They'd prefer to just have the economic stability to go to the grocery store as often as many of us do. So, you know, I just want to reframe people's mindsets when it comes to helping folks in need around the holiday season and just in food pantries year round. There's a lot of folks who just can't afford that traditional Thanksgiving meal. They're struggling to feed their families on a weekly basis and provide healthy food options. They don't have an extra $100 to you know, provide the traditional Thanksgiving feast you see on social media and in, you know, decorations everywhere you go.
So this basket drive is going to help feed 25,000 people. No small portion is kids, and you guys work with the school district to identify some of these families in need, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we work with the MMSD school social workers to identify the highest need families in our community and make sure that those children are being taken care of. There's going to be over 10,000 kids who benefit from this program, and so, you know, 75% of the Goodman Community Center's resources on a yearly basis go to providing positive outcomes for children and youth. So it's no surprise that we're stepping up to make sure the kids are being fed this holiday season.
So if there's a family who wants to get one of these baskets watching, or if somebody knows someone who's in need, where can you sign up? Where can you register?
The easiest way to do it is on our website. Just go to goodmancenter.org. You can register to receive a Thanksgiving basket. You can call into our phone-in line, and those are the two easiest ways to do it.
We've got 2,400 families already signed up, right?
Yep. So we have, do some math for me. Is that 1,600 spots left to fill?
It's early for math out here. John, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Chris, you heard it. The need is real here in our backyard. It's time for us to step up and help out.
Yeah, there's a big need, and there's a lot that we can do, and there are so many ways that we can do it. I was browsing the Goodman Center's website, and they make it so easy for you, just like the click of a button, and they can use that money to do some great things. We're going to put a link on our Facebook page, so look at that in just a little bit. Here at 6:16, though, we got to get to this morning's news, some jury selection. It is jury selection officially underway in Georgia in the murder trial of the 3 men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery. The 25-year-old black man was jogging in a neighborhood in February of 2020 when the defendants chased him in their trucks. He was shot to death after a struggle. It wasn't until cell phone video of the confrontation was leaked and nationwide protests that the 3 men were arrested.
I think without that video, we wouldn't have an arrest, but I thank God that the video came and we got arrested.
The 3 defendants, Travis McMichael and his father, Gregory McMichael, and the man who recorded the video, William Bryan, have pleaded not guilty. They claim that they chased Arbery because they suspect that he broke into a home under construction. Investigators say they found no evidence that Arbery committed any crimes. 6:17, now let's check in with Chris Reese and Madison Certified Most Accurate Forecast. Hey, Chris.
Hey, we've been talking about these milder temperatures. We saw them yesterday. We're seeing them again and once again into tomorrow. We'll have a chance to make it towards 70 degrees. But I want to take note of today's date. It is October 19th. October 20th is tomorrow, and that is the average last date that we see temperatures at or above 70 degrees. Now, average does not mean that's exactly what's going to happen, but it's the average last date. And tomorrow, we have a forecast high of 69. And other than today and tomorrow, those are the warmest days that we have in the forecast as we go through the next 10. By the time we get you towards the weekend, we're talking a chill that's going to come our way, and temperatures may really struggle getting out of the 40s as we start to move towards Friday into Saturday and into Sunday. So this is the model. It takes us all the way down towards 32 as we move into your Saturday morning. By Saturday afternoon, warming us up to about 50, then back down into the mid-30s as we start to move towards your Sunday morning. It's just something to keep a close eye on, but if we can manage the frost as we go through the weekend, we'll finally actually catch up, because typically our first frost is October 11th, and we just have not been there yet. So we're watching this weekend. We're watching the temperature trends, and perhaps we see our last 70 right on cue this time of the year. Speaking of 70, that is the speed limit on the interstate. Try to stick to that one. We don't have any issues out there right now. The Beltline speed limit coming in at 55, but we're watching things on our area highways, and we're doing good. Let's keep it that way on this Tuesday.
Looking good. Thank you, Chris. All right, coming up on CBS Mornings, nationwide, parents are struggling to find affordable child care, while many daycare centers nationwide are having issues finding and retaining staff. As part of CBS Mornings' new series, Child Care Crisis, Meg Oliver spoke with daycare owners and parents about the growing crisis and the difficulties they're facing.
It's really hard to look at a parent and know that they don't have anywhere to take their kids, and they still have to go to work.
That's coming up right after News 3 Now this morning on CBS Mornings. Amazon plans to add 150,000 temporary U.S. workers for the holiday season. Like many others, Amazon is struggling to hire workers right now, so the company is raising pay, dangling bonuses, and expanding benefits in response. We checked this morning, and Amazon does have many openings right here in Madison right now. The warehouse jobs have an average starting pay of $18 an hour and sign-on bonuses of up to $3,000. Still ahead, some new reaction to new developments in the State Street shooting involving Madison police officers. Coming up next, why police were chasing a tractor. Stay with us.
Goodman buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving, so you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Goodman.com to apply.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In the Fitchburg area, contact Tarkenton Brothers Heating, Ventilating, and Air Conditioning for quality comfort solutions.
These days, we're spending more time than ever before at home, where we're continually inspired to make it our own, where the perfect wall mounting can lift your spirits, and that once hidden path to your door is now illuminated with intrigue to lead you inside. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting is another way to put your personal style on display. Smart, sophisticated, radiant, just like you. We have hundreds of options to make your home and your world shine a little brighter. Find your style with Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
Medical bills, missed time at work, life-changing injuries, household expenses. When you're the victim of an accident, it can feel like the weight of the entire world is on your shoulders. But we've dedicated our personal injury law firm to help take this crippling burden off your back. Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
The grand opening of Slumberland Sleep Solutions, where we've simplified, uncomplicated, and laid things out for you. First, take your rest match to pick your basic mattress type.
You love memory foam.
I really do.
Then shop using the information and rating system on each bed. It's mattress shopping reinvented, plus mattress specials for every budget. And save big on our reclining sofas and chairs. On sale now, only at Slumberland Furniture.
It's my woke up like this migraine medicine. It's Ubrelvy. One dose can quickly stop my migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
It's time for Operation Get Kids to Think Learning is Fun. Any ideas?
We can give them all Osmo. It's technology that turns a tablet into a super fun learning device. They won't even realize they're learning
Until it's too late.
Fun, educational, genius.
Goodman buses, now hiring.
Working with Goodman, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Goodman.com to apply.
Well, this was certainly a foggy morning in Jefferson County. I want to thank Gwen for snapping this photo and sharing it with us. Yeah, that was it was not too long ago we had that fog hanging around.
No, we've had 2 really foggy mornings recently as well.
Yeah. So we want to thank Gwen for sharing that. You can share your morning with us. It's so easy. Just use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when posting the picture on social media. Well, check this out. Some wild video here. It was a high-speed chase caught on camera in Australia that involved, it's kind of like a little front-end loader here. This tractor. So you see here they were stealing motorbikes. He's got them dangling from the front of the tractor there. And officers caught up with him, started chasing after him. When the cops found him, he dropped the bikes, and then the chase continued. Eventually, the guy hopped out, abandoned the tractor. Police found him right here, hiding in a creek. Look at all that damage.
The music in this video, the very subtle undertone of music, is quite amusing. Oh my goodness.
Maybe they should dub the Benny Hill music behind it, make it a little more interesting. Crazy story though. I'm just happy to hear that nobody was hurt, or it didn't end up any worse than it did. That's wild though. You don't see that every day.
No, you do not. This is something you almost hear out of like a comedy sketch, but this is reality.
I know.
This is real.
Wild chase caught on camera in Australia. All right, Chris Reese, so we got a few things to watch in the weather this week.
Yeah, rain chances as well. Thankfully not today. So as you head out to the bus stop, it is a dry day, a little bit chilly in the 40s this morning, but we warm up towards 70 this afternoon. So if you can handle a couple moments of just being a little cold, you'll be fine as we go throughout the rest of today. But as we start to move towards the latter half of the weekend into parts of next week, I'm going to be tracking multiple chances for rain coming our way, and those rain chances have the potential to really start to add up. So we have a rain chance as we move to tomorrow. That one's not going to be a lot, but we have the chance to add over an inch of rain as we start to open up next week. And with another rainmaker coming our direction on Wednesday, we have the chance for 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. We'll keep a close eye on that as we go throughout the week.
Make for some soggy leaves.
Yes, it will.
All right, thanks, folks. We'll be back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Breathe easy. Contact AirServe for quality AC repair. Finally, a heating and cooling company you can count on.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months on a new CHR, Sienna, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
He doesn't just talk.
Democrat Alex Lazary
Gets it done. Helped build Pfizer Forum on progressive values. Wages $15 an hour.
Materials, 80% from Wisconsin. Environmentally cutting edge.
Alex Lasry.
Leader on social justice. Proven activist for voting rights.
Alex Lasry.
The Democrats have beat Ron Johnson. It's why Alex Lasry is endorsed by Wisconsin's leading unions. For Senate, Alex Lasry.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
In one instant, an accident can change your life. Gingras, Thompson & Walks has assembled the top award-winning personal injury lawyers to win the biggest settlements and awards for Wisconsin victims. If you've been injured, contact Gingras, Thompson & Walks for a free consultation.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Chicken, beef, roasted garlic, sauteed onion. With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon. Don't just make it better.
Right now, the Department of Justice releasing new information on the officer shot on State Street.
We have the weather we have now, but then we have what's to come. We're breaking all things down in the First One forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford. A Madison police officer was the one who shot and wounded a fellow officer during an arrest last weekend. That newly released from the DOJ yesterday. Naming the officer involved is Keith Brown. They say Brown inadvertently shot another officer in the leg while police tried to arrest 19-year-old Keaton Richardson. Our Brad Hamilton has a reaction to the news.
Keaton Richardson's lawyer, Stan Woodard, says the DOJ's investigative report has left him with more questions than answers.
There's something suspicious about how this information is trickling out.
That's when MPD says they confronted Richardson for breaking his bail's curfew. But the 19-year-old, who had a gun on him at the time and allegedly pointed it at officers, decided to run. Eventually, a struggle ensued, and that's when the DOJ says Officer Keith Brown fired his gun, which missed Richardson and hit another officer in the leg. Now, Woodard says he can't defend his client in regards to breaking bail or running from police, but today's DOJ report was the first time that he had heard his client actually pointed a gun at an officer, which his client said he did not do.
But now it looks like there's going to be a force charge of reckless endangerment or some reckless use of a weapon by pointing at an officer. That's serious stuff. All of this is serious stuff.
Now, Woodard did say his client pulled his weapon, but will continue to defend Richardson's claim that he did not point it at officers. This latest confusion is adding to a list of things Woodard believes has been muffed in the aftermath of this incident. And Woodard said it all started when the initial MPD press release made no mention that an officer was shot by another officer. Instead, Madison police only said that the officer had been shot in the line of duty and that an armed Richardson had been arrested.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know why that was left out, because they sure wasn't doing him a favor.
Brad Hamilton reporting there. In a statement, MPD thanked the state for its investigation, but also warned of the dangers of people illegally carrying guns. In other news this morning, police are still searching for one of two suspects who crashed into a town of Madison squad car and ran from police yesterday. Officers responded to Sunnyvale Lane for a report of someone shooting out of a car window. When officers spotted the suspect vehicle, which had been stolen from Janesville, the driver crashed into a squad car while trying to escape. Two people got out and ran away. Police arrested one of them a few hours later, a 17-year-old from Janesville. The second is still on the loose. Police say they found multiple guns in the car. 6:32, we are kicking off the Goodman Center's Thanksgiving basket drive this morning. Leah Linscheid is at the Goodman Center with all the ways that we can help give back. Hey, Leah.
Good morning, Chris. I am in the Goodman Center's food pantry where you can find more than just canned goods. Take a look at this. They have so many options for fresh produce. Lots of stuff in their fridges here, from all sorts of radishes to lettuce, green beans, avocados, parsley. And then if you take a look over here, plenty of Thanksgiving fare with eggplants, all kinds of different squashes, acorn squash, spaghetti squash, some butternut squash. They are prepared for their Thanksgiving drive. We are trying to put together 4,000 baskets this year. For more than 30 years running, they've been doing this. This impacts so many people in our own backyard. 25,000 people will receive food with those 4,000 baskets, including 10,000 kids. So registration started yesterday. It's a 2-week open registration period for families. We already have 2,400 families signed up. About 1,000 were registered with the school district. Another 1,400 signed up yesterday. Now, all of the information on how to sign up is up at thegoodmancenter.org, their website right there. They also have lots of information on how you can help donate your time, your money, your food to give back to our community in need. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we're going to talk to some folks here with the Goodman Center to get more into what that need looks like and how you can help. Chris.
Sounds like a plan. There are so many ways. You know, no surprise that their volunteer opportunities have filled up already. Those are pretty full, but still so many other ways we can give back.
Yeah, certainly, Chris. We are talking about how you can host a food drive at your place of work, how you can host a virtual food drive, how you can take part in some events going on around town this weekend to give back. We'll break it all down for you in about 10 minutes.
Money always helps, too. That's a really easy way to donate for those who have it. Thanks, Lee. Talk to you soon. Chris Reese here now with Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Breaking it down for us. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, it's another day of the sunshine out there with those warm temperatures as well. But, folks, we're getting ready to track a midweek cold front. That's going to bring chances for some showers and perhaps a touch of frost as we start to move towards the weekend. Here's what we have outside right now. It is this warm air. This warm air continues to be what's dominating our weather pattern. There's the chill, though, just to our north, especially as we get towards Wednesday. That's when this front actually pushes through. It moves into the afternoon, and then we're under the influence of that cooler northwesterly flow all the way from the ground to 30,000 feet above our heads as we move throughout the weekend. And it's that push and influence of northwesterly wind flow that's really going to help to keep things a little bit cooler as we move towards, say, Saturday and Sunday. That being said, look at that sunshine out there right now. Incredible picture. The sun getting ready to come above the horizon as we go through time, and we are already in the 40s. 44 degrees. That's as cold as we got last night here in Madison. Janesville's at 45, 46 in Juneau, 40. In Watertown, you do have a couple of spots that are in the 30s. Lone Rock and Boscobel, I've highlighted you all morning long, coming in at 37 and 39. We're at 50, though, at Mineral Point. Doppler track remains quiet for us now, but we zoom things out. Here's our next weather maker. That rain chance tomorrow, it's over the Rockies right now. It puts on the speed as it works its way towards the east. And the reality is, as quick moving as it is, it's not all that strong. Typically, your stronger storms are slow moving. So this is a weak system that moves on through. It's going to bring light chances for some rain as we move to tomorrow and early Thursday morning. And again, this is not a washout by any means. We'll see that sunshine today, 71, your forecast high. Here we are as we move towards tomorrow. This is the rain starting to move in. By the time we get you towards late morning, early afternoon, it sticks around as we move into your evening hours and then overnight into early Thursday. But again, as you just saw, it does not rain the entire day. We simply deal with the chance of it. 56 on Thursday, 52 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look at that overnight low. Friday into Saturday, 34. I am expecting areas of frost at night. At this point, if this holds up, I won't be surprised to see some frost advisories by Friday.
All right, we know you'll keep an eye on it, Chris. Thanks, buddy. The potential of a sandhill crane hunt has some farmers excited at the prospect and crane enthusiasts worried about the future of the species in Wisconsin. Farmers say that cranes can have devastating effects on their crops. Those birds will dig up seeds of plants, but then leave the stalks lying in the ground. A lawmaker behind the bill says it's about controlling the population.
30,000 would be the good, safe area to actually have a hunt. Right now, our statistics from the DNR say that there is well over 90,000 in the state of Wisconsin. It's about game management, and that's basically what hunting and fishing is all about.
Cranes reproduce slowly. They're doing very well in Wisconsin now, but they grow slowly. They only have a chick, raise a chick to adulthood about once every 3 years.
The International Crane Foundation is working with seed manufacturers to create seeds that would deter cranes from eating them without poison. More Afghan refugees are settling into their new homes this morning after leaving Fort McCoy yesterday. The military base shared these photos of a pre-departure meeting that gave refugees insight into what to expect during resettlement. They did not say how many refugees have left the base or how many remain. The refugees began arriving in August and will stay until the right long-term housing is secured for them. In Milwaukee this morning, Alderwoman Shantia Lewis pleading not guilty to criminal charges accusing her of misusing campaign funds. Prosecutors say Lewis took more than $20,000 in campaign funds and false travel reimbursements from the city. Lewis faces 4 felonies and a misdemeanor in Milwaukee County Circuit Court. She's currently one of 12 Democratic candidates in the Senate race for the seat currently held by Ron Johnson. 6:38 outside this morning. The sun is starting to come up. Just a few little clouds out there. A nice shot of the Capitol this morning. I had my jacket on, and we might need it this weekend, too. Also ahead, a new incentive for teenagers to get vaccinated in Minnesota. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
When you run with Sloan's on a John Deere 1025R, you can feel the power. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In the Fitchburg area, contact Tarkenton Brothers Heating, Ventilating, and Air Conditioning for quality comfort solutions.
Just outside of a town called Basic is Basic Lake, where families gather together for some basic fun. And if you have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with 5 drive modes, you can climb above Basic and find a trail where no one else goes. The 2021 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or save up to $42.62 on select models.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right. Visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
You've heard the saying, if it looks like bacon and it tastes like sausage, it's probably Johnsonville sausage strips. Oh, you never heard that? Well, sausage strips are pretty new. They're strips of sausage in amazing flavors like maple and chorizo. You can find this meaty miracle by the bacon, even though it's sausage.
Whoa. When you run with Sloan's on a John Deere 1025R, you can feel the power. Get your John Deere 1025R for just $171 per month. Get a John Deere now and
power up at Sloan's.
Visit Sloan Implement today, celebrating 90 years and going strong.
She gets paid in love from all of the kids and staff that she sees every day.
A friend to make the going easier for patients and families. See how Kiko is making a big impact at American Family Children's Hospital Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help to provide Thanksgiving meals for 4,000 families.
Please consider a food or monetary gift. We're grateful for any gift you can provide.
Donate at goodmancenter.org.
Hey Chris, I'm Molly from Mineral Point. Chris, plan my day.
2 days in a row. Here we go, Molly. Here's how things are looking. Another beautiful day out there. We're going to see more of that sunshine as well, just like what we saw yesterday. And once again, temperatures should top out to the lower 70s as we start to move towards this afternoon. It is comfortable and it is clear. This is Doppler track over Mineral Point as we speak. I'm going to zoom things out over southern Wisconsin, and we're still dry, but our rain chances are going to be on the up and up as we start to move towards tomorrow, especially. Headed out the door tomorrow morning, we're generally dry, but as we start to move towards the evening, that is when we will start to see those rain chances really starting to move into the picture, and that's just one of multiple rain chances as we go throughout the week. That being said, today, all clear on that commute. Tomorrow morning, we're typically pretty dry, but those spotty showers will arrive towards your commute as we start to move towards tomorrow evening. Folks, send in the videos to tips@channel3000.com. Always remember to say the, hey, Chris, plan my day when you are all done there. First one, traffic right now is still all smooth. That is good news. No issues have shown up between now and then between Madison or Janesville.
Looks good. Thank you, Chris. Hey, here is a chance for you to do some good in your community this morning. We are helping the Goodman Center kick off its annual Thanksgiving basket drive today. So Leah Linscheid is at the Goodman Center this morning, the Goodman Community Center, with all the ways that we can help out this year and the need. There is a big need this year, Leah.
Yeah, good morning, Chris. There is a need every year. The Goodman Community Center has been holding this basket drive for some 30 years. John Like has been a part of it for 8 or 9 years. Thanks again for joining us this morning.
Of course, thanks, Leah.
So we want to start with what the need looks like in our community. I know we are hoping to help 4,000 families in need. What's that look like?
Yeah, well, you know, that's 25,000 people that are Dane County residents and over 10,000 children. There's a lot of people in our community who were struggling prior to this pandemic, and now we're approaching 2 years of it. Those same folks are really strapped for resources right now, so this is going to be a huge lift to them this holiday season.
So if folks want to get involved in this effort, there are a lot of different ways to do that, including some events happening this weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot of great partners that we have out there in the community who are hosting public events that people can get involved in that are super fun and creative and can help the Goodman Community Center's annual food drive for Thanksgiving. We have at the Madison Night Market, each street will be holding a fundraiser. UW Volleyball will be having a Stuff the Field House event this upcoming Friday. Several East Side food fight restaurants will be raising money to buy pumpkin pies for the drive, and you can find out about all the different public events that are supporting our Thanksgiving basket drive on our website.
Yeah, you have like an events tab where people can kind of browse where they can go.
Exactly. It's got a breakdown of all those events.
And lastly, John, I want to talk about the baskets themselves, because these are no small little packages. They're pretty big and hefty.
Yeah. You know, we're not running 4,000 families through a soup kitchen line. You know, this is an opportunity that provides these families to have the dignified, traditional experience with all the smells in the kitchen, cooking with family and friends. You get to pick up all the groceries you need for the Thanksgiving meal the weekend before Thanksgiving. The staple cranberries, stuffing, gravy, that sort of thing. But you also get fresh produce, potatoes, carrots, onions, milk, butter, eggs. You get a pumpkin pie, whipped cream, of course the turkey, roaster pan, everything you could possibly need.
Every family deserves that experience, right? That full table, all of those smells.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
All right. John, thank you so much for joining us all morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, you heard it. Lots of events to check out this weekend. Again, that's at the Goodman Community Center's website. Just click on the events tab and you can search through and see what sort of event you can take part in this weekend while also giving back to your community.
And we have posted a link on the Channel 3000 Facebook page to make it really easy if folks want to give back, if they want to donate, if they want to spread the word, if they want to find any other way to help. It's right there, really easy to find. Leah Linscheid, that'll do it for you this morning. Thank you so much. Great information this morning on a great way that we can give back to our community during a time where so many people need it. In some of the headlines this morning here at 6:46, Minnesota has sweetened the deal for teenagers to get vaccinated. The state will give $200 to 12 to 17-year-olds who get their COVID shot over the next 6 weeks.
We think some of these incentive programs at least generate buzz around it, and that gets people talking about it and getting it done.
Minnesota will use more than $12 million from federal American Rescue Plan money to pay for it. A Visa gift card will go to anyone that age who starts and completes their vaccination by the end of the month of November. Last month, the state had a similar incentive. They were offering $100 to get vaccinated. Now it's $200. Vaccinated Minnesota teenagers can also apply for one of 5 scholarships worth $100,000. CBS Mornings exclusive coming up. Co-host Gayle King sits down with First Lady Jill Biden and the nation's top teachers to talk about education in the pandemic.
Dr. Biden, what has frustrated you during this time, during this pandemic?
Well, I guess, you know, not being able to be in the classroom like everybody else, to see our students in person. That was the frustrating thing to me. I mean, I had to take training to be able to teach online and do it quickly.
You can catch more of that conversation coming up here in about 12 minutes. The FDA reportedly set to allow a mix and match approach for COVID booster shots. According to the New York Times, the agency could announce its decision tomorrow when it's expected to authorize the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson boosters.
The vaccines continue to be absolutely fundamental to controlling this virus. Yes, they're not perfect. Not much in life is, but boy, these vaccines continue to be excellent.
While we wait on the news of possible booster shots, 77% of the eligible population 12 and over have now received at least one dose. In some cases, vaccine mandates have drastically increased that number. Well, here's a fun story. The newest TikTok celebrity. It's a 13-year-old pug named Noodles, and he's helping people decide what kind of day it's going to be. Bones or no bones?
Oh my gosh, there are bones today. Okay, all right, you know what that means. Treat yourself today. Hey Liz, I'm so sorry. I actually don't have bones, and I can't meet you and your crappy boyfriend for a drink after work.
Oh, I love that. So Noodle's owner says that the pug has always called the shots on whether he's going to get up or not in the morning. And now the internet is looking to Noodles for their morning wisdom. Some videos, some people are having some fun with this. They're joking around saying that if it's a no bones day, that means no work. No bones, no work. How about that? Coming up in the morning sprint, former President Trump is suing the January 6th investigative committee. What that lawsuit claims. First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Omaya and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with News 3 Now this morning. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack feels like fall and is the pumpkiniest, pecan pie drizzliest, and most graham-worthy of them all. New pumpkin pecan pancakes, this month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
It's that time of year to hit the open road. To make sure your trip is safe, Meineke is now offering free brake pads. Call your Madison area Meineke for details. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. And start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick Pen with your order. The Quick Stick Pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
6:53, time for the morning sprint. Police in Milwaukee are asking for your help this morning to find a missing 3-year-old boy. The suspect, Jaheim Clark's vehicle and Jaheim Clark's body has been found. This is 3-year-old Major Harris, who is still missing this morning. And that is a picture of the suspect, whose, again, body was found after an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. So call authorities if you see that boy. The Wisconsin DOJ said that the officer shot earlier this month on State Street was shot by another officer. The DOJ named the officer involved as Keith Brown. They say Brown inadvertently shot another officer in the leg while police were trying to arrest 19-year-old Keaton Richardson. Richardson's lawyer has been outspoken on the lack of transparency from MPD that led to a false claim that Richardson was the one who shot the officer. Former President Donald Trump filed a lawsuit against the House Select Committee looking into the January 6th riot and the National Archives. This legal action, claiming executive privilege, is an attempt by the former president to hinder the House committee investigation into what Trump did prior to and during the insurrection. The National Archives is expected to hand over the requested documents sometime in November. A heads up for people in the Madison area, the 115th Fighter Wing at Truex Field will be conducting nighttime training flights this week. They'll run until Thursday night, so people living near Truex Field can expect to hear those F-16s taking off and landing until about 9 p.m. each night. Police still looking for one of two suspects who crashed into a squad car and ran from police yesterday in the town of Madison. Officers responded to a report of someone shooting out of a car window. When officers spotted the vehicle, which had been stolen from Janesville, the people crashed into a squad car while trying to escape. One of the people in the car, a 17-year-old from Janesville, was arrested a few hours later. Colin Powell continues to be remembered after losing his battle with COVID. Flags at the White House and the Pentagon were lowered in honor of Powell and will be lowered across the country today. On Capitol Hill, Powell is being remembered as a unifying figure. Former Governor Tommy Thompson served with Powell on George W. Bush's cabinet. He called Powell a true leader. The FDA reportedly set to allow a mix-and-match approach for COVID booster shots. According to the New York Times, the agency could announce its decision tomorrow when it's expected to authorize the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson boosters. 77% of the eligible population 12 and older have received at least one dose. With your help this year, we collected more than 5,400 coats and winter clothing items for our Coats for Kids campaign. Up next is distribution. There are many opportunities to get a coat. The first happening at the Monona Terrace Convention Center next Saturday and Sunday. Then another chance at the Goodman Community Center on Saturday, November 6th.
Your commute forecast is all clear today, but we're going to be tracking those changes that move in as we move towards tomorrow. Look for a dry morning, spotty showers, and the need for the windshield wipers exists so as we start to move towards your evening commute tomorrow. That being said, this is today. We get you towards lunchtime. Look for more sun. Temperatures will be around 65, but we top out at 71, and that strong southerly wind flow keeps us mild overnight. 50 overnight. Here comes the showers as we move towards tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching, everyone. A news update in a half hour.